cover, memorize it, but it's a different thing when you go out there. There's a fire, there's a building burning down, all these things. The only way you learn is to get out there and to do it.
Yeah. So, well, hey, what's your definition of copywriting? Because in this day and time, well, back in the day, they used to say, well, copywriting is salesmanship in print. But along with the new media, how do you see copywriting today?
Yeah, I'll say two things. For the people who are not copywriters, I usually say copywriting is writing stuff to sell stuff. That's very simple, right? For people who do know what copywriting is, my definition is related to that. Salesmanship in print, which is ultimately what it is. But in today's time, we had to go beyond what traditionally we think of it when we think of sales. So I call it showmanship in print. We had to figure out how to get attention, maintain attention, and deliver a message with value. And that when we think of sales, we think of somebody who's coming in and just pitching. And you can't do that in most cases online anymore. You gotta entertain, you gotta add value, you gotta do a little education, and you can then sell as much as you want to sell, but you can't just sell just pure pitching. It doesn't work. Yeah,
exactly. I don't like when I first came online, it was like a pitch fest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like a pitch fest, man. Now today, it's a little bit of both. You see some pitching, but you see a lot of entertainment. You see a lot of trolling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of. But yeah, back in the day, man, it was like a pitch fest. It was like, I mean, it was like people didn't even try to build relationships.
It's true. There was no concept of that.
Yeah, I think so. When I first started learning from other people, the first thing they would say is, instead of trying to pitch people, educate them. And when you educate people, that lowers their guard down. That makes they'll see you as different, especially back in the day. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And I found that educating, because most people, when you boil it down, they don't have a great degree of confidence in the area that you're trying to sell them in, right? I want to sell you a copywriting course, like sell me a copywriting course. I'm not a great writer. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. As you do some educating, you plant the seed of belief in their mind. Oh, maybe I could do this. And then you begin to tell some stories, and you said Donnie Bryant didn't know how to write copy either. But you learn a few things, you try a few things, and you discover. And now I'm going to show you what I learned to take you from wherever you are to, a good copywriter. And then from there, you can become a great copywriter. So the educational part is selling, because it's creating the mind frame of, I might be able to buy this, because people won't buy until they feel enough, like they feel educated enough to know they're making a good choice. If they don't know if it's a good choice, they just won't make it. So you can educate. But education is, I believe, there's a place for education. When you're selling, you can educate too much. So you educate enough so that people, again, they have some belief. They believe that you're an expert. But if you over-educate, then they'll think they can do it themselves. Right? Or you just, the mystery is gone, the tension is gone, and you can't sell. So you educate them for the purpose of bringing them to the place where they see the smartest thing that I can do right now is to just buy this product or hire this person. So you gotta, there's kind of a tightrope walk of not educating enough and educating too much. You gotta kind of play around and see where the line is for you.
Yeah, there's definitely a balance, when it comes to that. So what areas do you focus on as far as copywriting goes? Yeah,
these days, I always say these days, but really it's been like 7-8 years. Okay. I've been doing financial has been my primary focus. Both financial publishers, which are newsletters and things like that. Like I've written for Agora Financial and guys like that, or organizations like that. But also I work with accountants, wealth managers, financial advisors, and stuff like that. So financial services, which is the opposite of financial publishing, but I've been on both sides. Life insurance, annuities, stuff like that. All kinds of financial stuff, financial education as well. That's primarily, not the only thing that I do, but that's what has primarily been my focus for the past 7 or 8 years, probably 8 years.
Is it a tough market?
It is. It is. And I can say the financial publishing side is hard because, first of all, it's